A healthy person whose life is free of flaws and defects may seem like a legendary person, but it is not. A healthy personality likes almost everything in life and is ready to do almost anything. He likes picnics, movies, books, sports, cities, farms, animals, mountains, and almost everything. When you are by his side, you will realize that there is no moaning, complaining, whining, and lamenting. If it rains, he likes it. If it's hot or stuck in traffic, he welcomes it instead of grumbling. He is happy with his appearance. It doesn't matter if he is tall or short. If his head is bald, there is nothing wrong with it. He never tries to cover up his appearance flaws by adorning himself. If you follow the years of his life, you will see that he is always happy and content and never lives wishful thinking. He enjoys his time. It simply adapts to the conditions of the times and has an uncanny ability to accept and enjoy everything. If they ask him what he doesn't like, he can hardly find words to answer. Suppose an unfavorable situation needs to be dismantled. In that case, he tries with all his might to eradicate it. Still, simultaneously, he lives and enjoys every moment of the present. He loves life and immerses himself in it in every way. He is a seeker. For this reason, he abandons his daily routine, indulges in adventures, and discovers new experiences by creating new conflicts. A healthy personality does not feel guilty if past events in his life were not successful. He has accepted that humans are fallible. So, he tries to avoid repeating the behavior that prevents him from being productive. He never blames himself and cries with the thought that he would do or not do a certain thing. By saying things like, "Why didn't you do it that way?" or, "Aren't you ashamed of this card?" it does not make others feel guilty. With his third eye, which is hidden in his inner self, he observes very well that regretting the past events not only does not change anything but also causes the image that a person has of himself in his mind to be weak and worn out. It is only learning from the failures and adversities of the past that has a positive effect on the state of events in the future. A person who has a healthy personality is never worried or anxious and deals with adverse events that cause anxiety and drive some people to madness with gentleness and softness. In situations where ordinary people get angry and explode, he smiles and calmly passes it by changing the subject. He has a filter in his mind that prevents unwanted feelings from entering his mind, so he never becomes a victim of negative feelings and emotions. Such things have no meaning in his life. Of course, this does not mean he is always cold and indifferent. He does not want to spend even a moment of the present worrying about things that will happen in the future and over which he has no control. He thinks more about the present as if he has an internal danger light that turns on when he worries about the future and warns him that he should only worry about the now and stop thinking about it. In other words, he can live only in the present instead of the past and the future. When many people are busy trying hard to build their bright future and can never stop themselves in this direction, the perfect person grabs the present time and tries to get the most out of it. Sometimes it is difficult for ordinary people to like him because he is very stubborn and insistent on freedom of action in his life. He wants to be independent and choose the way of life as he imagines and can flourish. If he feels that his life is being interfered with, he will disappear emotionally and physically. A healthy personality never seeks the approval and admiration of others. Although he knows the effect of approval and encouragement, he does not seek to use every opportunity to buy people's respect and admiration for himself. He is well aware of the fact that there are people who oppose every speech or action. Therefore, if his reasonable decisions are contrary to the opinions of others, he stands by them and does not give importance to what others say. He is straightforward, honest, and unpretentious, so he does not try to choose words that will please his audience. When he is given the opportunity to be seen, he does not lose himself. If he does not encounter such an opportunity, he does not stop his normal movement. A healthy personality knows where to laugh and how to make others laugh. He keeps his sense of humor in any situation and can hold a smile on his face in the most serious situations. He always laughs and is fascinated to bring laughter to the lips of others somehow. He never intends to make others laugh by making fun of a person. In principle, he does not laugh at people but with them. He loves mountains, deserts, sunsets, rivers, flowers, animals, and trees. Even if he has seen the sights of nature several times, he praises them with respect and gets intoxicated and amazed by the pleasure of seeing them. In no way does he get involved in fruitless arguments or, like a circus clown, jumps into an argument to assert himself and gain credit. According to him, conflict only makes a person weaker. He always participates in the forefront of social activities as a compassionate aid worker. He is always busy with work to make the lives of others more decent and bearable. He loves himself, eats well, and devotes part of the day to sports. His speech is not mysterious and double-edged, and he does not hide behind masks and social roles. Because he considers lying and distortion of facts a kind of self-deception. A healthy personality does not feel the need to share all the events of his life with others. Also, when he feels that personal feelings will be hurt by reporting a fact, he will present it in another way. He respects the right of others to make their own decisions about their lives and never interferes with his taste in their choices. He does not spend time evaluating people's lives, and instead of talking about people, he loves people. Instead of blaming them, he helps them overcome their shortcomings and recognize their responsibilities. He is not one of those people who sit here and there and gossip because he is so busy with his life that he doesn't have time for gossip. He believes that good men are busy with work and effort, and those who criticize only watch and are satisfied with blame. A healthy personality does everything in its own skillful and unique way and mixes creativity and initiative. Whether making a bowl of soup, writing a report, or producing a product. Healthy personalities, without exception, are innovative. Having abundant and considerable energy is one of the characteristics of a healthy personality. The passion for life surges in him. His strength is not more than usual, but love and passion concentrate a lot of energy in him and make him to such an effort. He devotes few hours to sleep and does not understand the concept of fatigue and boredom. The events in his life carry emotions, thoughts, efforts, and opportunities. He constantly tries to find out more, to the point that ordinary people tire of following him to find the truth. He is always a student, not a professor. Because he never feels like he knows enough. A healthy personality is not only not afraid of failure but welcomes it. His driving force is passion. He is trying to satisfy his inner desires. Therefore, the advice of others does not stop him from trying. He does not like arguments, and when some people argue with each other, he listens calmly and expresses his opinion. But at the same time, he does not try to convince others that he is right. In response to others' opposition to his opinions, he says, "There is no problem, we are just different." And then, without convincing the opposite person, he easily passes by the subject. His moral standards are not subject to environmental conditions. The measure of his friendship and affection is not family, population, group, place of residence, city, state, or country. He considers himself to belong to all human society. He does not get jealous whenever he observes a character with ability and superiority in a certain field. Rather, he considers that person as deserving of such a privilege. During the game, he never wishes his opponent to play badly so that he can win, but he wants to win by playing well and influencing his opponent. He is full of happiness every day. Whenever he faces a problem in life, he gets up and starts moving again instead of being sad and regretful. You can be one of those people by making the most of the present and living life to the fullest. To make this fantastic idea a role model in your life right now, you have to decide to be